Alright, so today I'll be talking about the importance of goal setting. So, the population as a whole, there are three groups of people. There are people who don't have goals at all, who are just like going through the motions every day, not really sure where they want to end up or what they want to do. That's really like the worst case scenario to be in because it's like a ship being on the ocean with no captain at the helm. So, you can, no idea where you're going to end up. You're bound to end up wherever you aren't even intending to go, and it's usually the worst. That isn't really a big group of people, but it's still out there. The next group in the population are people who really have a general idea of what they want, but it isn't specific enough. So this is where I would say the majority of people are. They're just really having a goal. I want to do this, but it's not really specific. It doesn't really have a time frame, a deadline. Um, yeah, it's just really having the thought of like what you want to do, but um, you're not really as serious about it. You think you are. That's really where most people are. And then the second, third group of people is where you have your goals that are specific and actually written down, something that you focus on every single day. These are the people who tend to be more committed and more specific with what they want and actually know what they want. And people like this are the ones that really seem to, from the outside looking in, it looks like they're really accomplishing things and moving forward in their life, and they really have. I find people like this are the ones who are actually at peace of mind because they know what they want, they know where they're going, and they have a general focus. Um, there was a quote by Zig Ziglar. He talked about Howard Hill, which was the greatest archer of all time, and he talked about how he could, split a bullseye and then split the same arrow with another arrow. And he said how anyone can end up shooting a bow and arrow better than him in 20 minutes or less, considering the fact that you blindfold him and spin him around. And then, of course, you would say, that's crazy. How could a man hit a target he can't see? Well, the big question he asked next was, how can a man hit a target he doesn't even have? So, actually having a target means actually having your goals written down and being specific with what you want. Having a general idea is pretty much the same as not having a target at all, and your chances of hitting it aren't going to be as high, as actually having a goal written down. So, even studies show that people who actually write down their goals are over 50% more likely to hit their goals than someone who actually don't have it written down and who aren't focusing on them on a daily basis. So the thing is, when you actually write your goals down, you become obsessed with it. You read it. You have to make sure you read it. You study it. You have it going through your mind all day, every day. It's really, you're really tailoring all your actions towards what's going to move you closer towards it, as opposed to someone who just has a general idea of what they want and doesn't really know what to do on a daily basis to move them closer to it. It's easier to know what actions to take and not to take when you actually are specific about what you want and you know what you want, and you just will feel more serious about it. I generally feel more confident when I have something written down, and yeah, there's different ways of going about it. Some people say, writing it down every morning, every time when you wake up, or just writing it down again every single day. I prefer to just write it down once and just like read it every morning and night. Morning when I wake up, and then night before I go to bed, so I keep it in my mind. And yeah, the way you want to set a goal is you want to make sure you're very specific about what you want. Number one. Two, it has to be measurable, so you need to quantify it, so you can know specifically when you achieve it. You definitely need a deadline as well. A deadline is one of the most important things, so you definitely increase your chances of reaching it, and it's not just something you just have and then you, with no deadline, meaning you'll just get to it eventually, and then that leads to procrastination as well. It has to be attainable, so definitely it has to be just out of reach, so you have to stress yourself and push yourself and to get to the next level if you want to achieve it. But you don't want it to be like something simple and easy. You have to push yourself. It has to be a goal where you can't reach it from where you are right now as a person. You have to really take yourself to the next level and learn and grow, and it has to be like a journey. the goal itself isn't really the only most important thing. It's like who you become along the way to getting that goal. So the goal has to be able to push you and stretch you to grow, and take yourself to the next level. So yeah, so that's pretty much it. And thanks for watching.